I hope you kept that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pittsburgh guy here. I am going to do a review and talk about my experience with White Swan Park. White Swan Park was at the Airport Parkway, Pittsburgh, PA. It was built in 1954, opened in 55, and it lasted till about 89, and they tore it down because they wanted to have a direct route and shorten the trips to go to the Pittsburgh International Airport. But White Swan Park, now, see, we have Kennywood, and you know Cedar Point and Six Flags and places like that. Those are huge amusement parks. This was small. My grandfather worked at a mill, a steel mill, where they actually handed out tickets for Family Day. So White Swan Park was it, and I believe there were 14 adult rides and maybe 10 kids rides, and then they had um, the area where you could eat, grab food, and they had a gaming area where you can you know hit the water trigger and make the clowns go to the top, throw the ball, knock down three in a row, stuff like that. But you'll see the pictures in the review and all the things I do. Some of them are black and white, some of them are color. I wanted the best resolution possible, and some of the color ones weren't that good. But I really, really enjoyed this place. It was a big part of my life, and what made it good for me was smartphones didn't exist back then. So when families and friends got together in a small amusement park, like I would run into kids. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I'd run into kids like in the beginning, and then I'd see them later because the park was so small. And then the families and the kids would become friends and ride rides together, and it was great. Instead of people being like this on their phones and just staring at them, you got people actually interacting and having fun with each other. But the Tilt-A-Whirl was my favorite. The Scrambler was good. They had the Mad Mouse um, bumper cars and things like that. It was very simple. But we're going to go through the rides. We're going to go through some old pictures. And I actually have a picture with my grandma and my sister in front of the train. But it was a lot of fun. And this right here is the ticket book because we used tickets back then. Not, you go to amusement parks now, you get a band around your wrist or you get a sticker or a stamp on your hand. But this is a ticket book for White Swan Park that we used. And there's one left inside because I wanted to keep one for nostalgic purposes. Now, this is 2024 and they closed in 89. Our last time there was 88. And so this to me is like, I don't know, nostalgic. But we're going to go through it and just talk about some stuff and hopefully you like it. Here are a couple more rides. This was the giant metal slide, which got very, very hot. They also had the Scrambler, which was one of my favorite rides. They had a small miniature golf section, which was a lot of fun. The bumper cars were my favorite. I believe they're called sports scooter or something. You can see the sports scooter, yes. And there's the slide and the Tilt-A-Whirl. Kind of hard to see, but it's the black and white photos. This was one of the rides where they takes the kids all the way up to the air. And the Galaxy was their signature roller coaster.